One team, two team, red team, blue team. We are here in San Antonio, Texas, where the Trinity University Tigers are taking on the Millikin University Big Blue. A top 25 matchup here on CalGuard Court for you. I am Reed Rosales, joined by Jade Schoenberger as we work out some kinks in day one for athletics. Millikin will start off with a point.
Nice block attempt there, but that's going to be Tigers in the net. Millikin with the first serve here. Nice deep float, passed up. Tigers will run Watley in the middle, and that two will score. So that'll put Tigers on the board. Current score is 1-1 if you are just now joining us. Again, this is the Trinity Tigers versus Millikin Big Blue. Watley with a float serve, that's passed up. Tight ball, tipped, it's over. We'll see how the Big Blue use this. Outside swing, cross court, it's picked up by Lily Long. Pope with a swing off the hands, and that's gonna be another, no touch on that block, so that will be a point for the Big Blue. Big Blue with a serve. Flow into the net, that's gonna be a Tiger. Quick side out, score is 2-2. And that'll push Rodriguez back to serve.
Serve from Jenna Rodriguez into the net, so Millikin advantage for that service error from Rodriguez. It is 3-2, Big Blue lead. Top 25 matchup in CalGuard Gym on a new floor here in San Antonio. Usually you sand and varnish the floor, but Trinity has replaced it after a very, very long time. First time we've replaced the floor since 1963. We'll see how long this floor lasts, maybe beyond any of us. Set from Rodriguez for swing. It's blocked. Millikin gets the point.
Nice aggressive attempt there by freshman Lily Long. It's going to be one of the 6 freshmen who have joined this Tiger squad this 2025 fall season. Always good to get reps in early on. Nice pass from Jenna Rodriguez. Another attempt from Lily Long. She's going to push that one deep and down the line, and she will score. I believe that's going to be Lily Long's first career kill. It's going to push the Tigers double substitution with Josie Dare subbing in. She'll be back row with hands, and Conley McWilliams on the right side.
That was a perfect spot for Lily Long. It's like the perfect spot you want to put any ball on any sort of shot. They are back to serve. Serve receive a little close to the net. Attack goes off, and off the platform of Watley. So the Big Blue will go up by 2. Now going back is a common suspect for kills for Millikin. That is Addison Oyer, the senior out of Ludlow, Illinois. Good serve received by Rodriguez. Swing from Lily Long. You can see the power, but the accuracy needs a little work. At least right now it does. It is 6-3. Trinity currently getting doubled up by Millikin, but it's a top 25 matchup. Anything can happen.
Definitely is going to be an exciting weekend for this Tiger squad. Really tough competition. They'll be playing Millikin here, one of the top 25 ACVA ranked teams, as well as NYU also coming in ranked. It's going to send Lily Long back to serve. It's going to be Watley now front on the outside for the Tigers. See how this freshman puts one up. A nice flow right in the middle of the court. Stars there to keep it on that Big Blue side. Outside swing. Nice turn down the line off the hands of Conley McWilliams, and that's going to be a quick side out for the Big Blue.
Yeah, it's a promising, strong serve from the freshman. That was, man.
Definitely a nice placement.
But the kill goes to Gabriella Ritchie for Millikin, number 28. As now heading back to serve is Kylie Ramirez. the junior out of Glen Heights, Texas. So about as close of a homecoming you can get. It's a good serve, but there, nice back set. Colleen McWilliams, her attack gets dug out. And a tool off the block for a kill. Millikin, they are working the Tiger block really well right now.
Yeah, Tigers doing a good job, just needing to press a little bit harder there to avoid that tool. Tigers currently down by 4 here in set 1. Nice pass up here by Jenna Rodriguez. A reverse to Conley McWilliams off speed is picked up. Outside opportunity, nice pace on the ball, and that's going to catch Lily Long in that seam, so that will be another big blue point.
Millikin had a similar lead against NYU. Their first match of the day, Millikin lost in 4 sets, but in that first set, they looked really strong, trying to rekindle that magic they had in the first set. Trinity runs the middle, Taylor Starr, she is the star in the middle for the Tigers this year. Trinity is keeping up with the big blue. Important, you don't want to fall too far behind. Taylor Starr back to serve. Nice long serve. See how quick the response is. Richie can't get the ball down. And a back row attack from Long. Was strong, but setter dump goes to Millikin. 5-10. Millikin up. They reach double digits first.
Smart choice there by the big blue. Exciting to see a swing out of the back row, something we didn't see all too often last season. So that'll be a good option for this really aggressive Tiger offense if they can continue to run it. Tigers looking for a nice serve receive here to get a quick side out, and they will get it. Serve into the net, and that's going to push the Tigers double substitution. It's going to be DeRivel, excuse me, subbing in. She'll be back row with hands, and Courtney Pope back in on the right side. Front row for the Tigers currently is going to be Watley on the outside, McCarthy in the middle, and Courtney Pope, as mentioned, on the right side.
DeRivel, nice strong serve. Millikin gets an attack off, but it's much too tame. Courtney Pope swings it. And Millikin, a bit of an out-of-system attack from beyond the 3-meter line. Handled well by the Tigers. Next swing from Pope, tool off the block for the kill. Tigers keeping pace at 7-10, trying to cut into that deficit. I mentioned McCarthy in the middle. It's one of the players they need to replace. The Tigers graduated Maddie Fate last year, so a new presence in the middle is needed.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Tigers graduated 3 last year, brought in 6 this year, and 2 major holes to fill with those 2 strong seniors that started this past season, Maddie Fate, and of course, the one and only Mackenzie Logan, who was on the outside, absolute powerhouse. She had 382 kills last season. So it'll be interesting if Lily Long perhaps is that outside that steps in and fills in that hole. Another point for Millikin. Tigers are still trailing here in the first set.
Charlie Condell will go back to serve for the big blue. DeRivel gives it to Watley. That'll be a tool kill for Reagan Watley. Tigers still down by 4. Reagan Watley back to serve. It's a tough matchup for the Tigers in their season opener. Quick serve from Watley, really right after the whistle. Back set, trying to run the slide. And a lot of traffic in that area, maybe a little too much. Millikin will come away with the kill.
Nice hustle there by Jenna Rodriguez, just unlucky with Lily Long reaching after that block and getting a touch on it. Tigers staying aggressive, but needing a quick side out here and a small run to get back into this first set. Deep float is passed up. Great by Jenna Rodriguez. Out of the middle, McCarthy, and she'll score.
Tigers get that point, and they get Kira Carruthers off the service line. She was a monster in that match against NYU. Tallied 4 service aces. NYU was struggling to even get an attack off of one of her serves. Attack for Millikin goes their way. Waterfall ball for Addison Oyer.
Post once again, a nice lineup there, but Tigers just needing slightly more of a press.
Sam Breckenridge serving.
Serve from Breckenridge. It's handled well by the Tigers. Swing from long. That is in. Oh man, Lily Long. The floor's new. We can't dent it just yet.
It's going to push the Tigers double substitution. Josie Dare and Connolly McWilliams back in. Tigers down by 4.
On the serve, Josie Dare.
But looking confident out there on the court. We'll see if Josie Dare can string together some points here behind the service line.
Your serve. Right to the libero, handles it well. That attack is too errant. A good dodge by a couple Tigers. Let that one sail out. It's a bit of a change for the Big Blue. It's Alexis Stengel, defensive specialist, wearing that libero jersey for Millikin. Last time they mostly stuck to number 11, Kylie Ramirez. Wanting to try something else out. The swing is picked up by the Tigers. Down ball sent over by Rodriguez. Setting the middle, Nicole Johnson. Almost into the stands. Good response by Millikin.
Scrappy play there by the Tigers. Unlucky just catching Rodriguez a little bit too high for that defensive play. Tigers still down by 4. Again, looking for a quick side out as they're stacked on the far left.
Your serve. Oh, serve receive a little close to the net. Back set. Tigers send it back to the Big Blue. Pushed to the Tigers' side on one. Bumped up for Lily Long. And that is going to be too close to the scorer's table. Man, you know, Coach Jenkins was telling me that Lily Long was averaging 5 kills a set in their 2 preseason scrimmages. Man, she is really showing why right now.
Great to see some aggressive swings from Lily Long. As mentioned, we were going to be missing some firepower out there on the outside, but seems as though Julie Jenkins and this coaching staff found some more with Lily Long. Tough luck there for the Tigers. Side out for the Big Blue.
Double substitution for Millikin as Kira Carruthers back out in the middle. And the aforementioned Kylie Ramirez. Tough serve. Gets an arm on it. It's put over. Back to Millikin's side. And Millikin tried to set somebody. That didn't go so well. Reagan Watley ends those shenanigans. Tigers only trail by 3.
Great hustle there by Josie Dare, keeping that ball alive in the midst of the rally, and then Tigers did a great job of capitalizing after that Big Blue attempt there where there was just miscommunication. Putting that one right to the floor. It's going to be Taylor Starr back there to serve for the Tigers. Tigers now only down by 3. Nice serve there. Out the right side, and that's going to be kept on the Big Blue side. Nice block there by Watley and McCarthy. It's going to send Taylor Starr back for a second.
I think you're already seeing a lot of improvement out of Taylor Starr, both in the middle and also serving. Or last year, she could be a little tough by the service line sometimes, but get a little bit of a run.
Yeah, it was noted that the Tigers put in a lot of work during this offseason, so it'll be interesting to see how that hard work pays off early on here this season. No touch on the block. Another point for the Tigers. Tigers now down by 1. Taylor Starr back to serve.
So another serve for Starr as she enjoys some more time behind the service line. Millikin trying to figure out how to respond. Another tough serve. Has to be a bump set. The swing from Ritchie sent back. Connolly McWilliams and Lauren McCarthy come together and tie up this set 16-16.
Might have started off a little bit slow early on as it pertained to blocking, but it seems like the Tigers have found their press. Tigers oftenly noted as a solid blocking squad. And we're seeing that with the last couple rallies. Taylor Starr serving out. Tigers down by 1, but looking confident out there. It's going to be Watley, Long, and Rodriguez back there in serve receive. Looking for another side out. Hopefully looking to push some points and obtain a lead here in this first set.
Is Alyssa Frederking back to serve as she comes on as a substitution along with Ellie Richards. Dayer back set to McWilliams. It's sent back to the Tigers. It's still alive. It's going to be a free ball for the Big Blue. With the first touch, gets sent close to the net. Doesn't matter, as a point will go on the board for the Big Blue. Careens off of a couple Tigers. Another serve on the way for Millikin. Team from Decatur, Illinois. Sending to the outside. Watley's attack doesn't go down, but forces a free ball. Dayer runs the middle. McCarthy gets the kill. Tigers love to run their middles, no matter what year it is, and you can see why.
Tigers doing a good job of capitalizing on these free ball opportunities. Double substitution. DeRavel and Pope back on the court. Pope, one of the top leading scorers this past season. Looking to get her going here in the match. Nice pass, outside opportunity. High swing off the block. Lily Long with the dig. Pushing this one out to Watley down the line, and she will score. Tying things up, 18 apiece. That's going to be DeRavel back to serve.
So Trinity has tied it up again. Looking for the lead now. Trinity, student section, getting into it. It's a tough serve. It's an overpass. Slammed back down, but what a dig by Kylie Ramirez. Bumped up. Be a bump set to Watley. She finishes it off. 19-18. Tigers take the lead.
Even with a double block in front of her, great job seeing the court. Place that one basically right in the middle. As mentioned, Tigers now in the lead by 1. DeRavel back to serve. Nice float. Passed up. They're going to run their middle, but the Tigers keep the ball alive. Rodriguez will put one up for Lily Long out of the back row, and that one's going to be a little too long. Unable to get behind that one. But all smiles down there on the court. Tied up 19 apiece. It's going to be Kondo back to serve.
Kondo, the junior out of Arthur, Illinois. Who will hit 21st. Good serve receive from Rodriguez. Running the slide with McCarthy. It goes down. 20-19. Tigers hit 21st. Man, that was an excellent move by McCarthy.
Slides are always fun in McCarthy. Great to see her getting going here in the middle. A player who originally joined the squad, I believe, as an outside or a pin hitter, and we've watched her transition into the middle and obviously starting in this opening match. That's great to see. Jenna Rodriguez pushing this one up to Pope. A block. DeRavel right there, but unable to keep that ball alive.
This is classic volleyball right now. We're going back and forth, trading points. It is a game designed to be difficult to go on runs.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be a tough match. Tigers starting a little bit slow, but have remained consistent here. Pushing one to Pope. Tough set. Pope will throw it back over to the Big Blue. We'll see how they use it. On the right side, a block. It's going to be Lily Long and McCarthy. And that's going to send Jen Rodriguez back to serve.
And that's the second time that Carruthers has gone back to the service line and has been cut off in just one. That was a good serve as well, but the Tiger defense just walling off all those opportunities the Big Blue think they have. They run the middle, and Addison Oyer will get the kill. Well, they run in an outside in the middle position, rather.
A nice side out there by the Big Blue. Good job cutting off Rodriguez, who had 35 service aces this past season. We're tied up at 21. Tigers looking for a side out and to finish out this first set.
Good swing from Pope, but dug up by the libero for Millikin. Trinity will get another attack opportunity. Pope gets a tool kill, ends up in the hands We'll leave up head coach for Millikin, Whitney Nichols. 22-21, Trinity trying to get this first set for themselves. Josie Dayer back to serve.
Really awesome to see the Tigers running a really even distribution offensively early on here, even in this first set. Going back to Courtney Pope, back to back. Outside swing, off speed is picked up Lily Long. Josie Dare is going to go to Watley out of the back row, and off speed's picked up. Right side swing, really cross court, and it's going to be a little too cross court and out. Point for the Tigers, and we are just a few points away from taking this first set, and that will be a timeout called by the Big Blue.
Yeah, the cross court idea wasn't a bad one, but that pesky net getting in the way like it usually does. You know,
Still great to see people, trying to hit their shots early on. Looking at the stats, Tigers are doing a great job with that hitting percentage, minimizing errors, 15 kills, and are arguably keeping more balls in play if we're looking at digs. That being said, the Big Blue came out really strong early on, and you saw that with a deficit of about 4 or 5 points pretty consistently throughout this first set thus far. Excited to see if Trinity's able to close this one out or if the Big Blue will bounce back after the timeout.
Yeah, with both teams ranked so highly in the top 25, 10 and 12, it's just any of them could come back from a deficit randomly.
Absolutely.
It's just what you expect. Both are having national championship aspirations for themselves. Both made it to the Sweet 16, wanting to take a step further and get back to the final site. Trinity's been there plenty in recent memory. Millikin, not so much. Both looking to finally crown a new champion in Division III volleyball. For the past 3 years, it has been Juniata, Juniata, and Juniata. And Juniata hasn't lost a game since they last came down to San Antonio.
Pretty insanely strong program. Tigers hopefully looking to potentially see that matchup later on this season. Again, current score is 23-21 out of the timeout. Tigers with the serve, it's going to be Josie Dare.
Receive a little close to the net. Yeah, and that's usually what happens when it is 24-21 set point for the Tigers. It's something I kind of been noticing from the Millikin serve receive is a lot of those balls are ending a little too close for comfort.
Yeah, definitely playable ball. Not the worst serve receive, but just a little bit of a miscommunication as to who is going to take that third ball there. Passed up. They'll run there outside. Blocked, and it'll stay on the Big Blue side. Tigers, who trail majority of this first set, will finish off 25-21. And all smiles there on the court as we transition sides.
Yeah, very exciting and entertaining first set. We'll take a small break on the Tiger Network. We'll be back in about 2 minutes. Welcome back to the Tiger Network here in Calgar Gym in San Antonio, Texas, where Trinity and Millikin played an exciting first set. Trinity coming away with the first set victory, 25-21. And Jade, looks like similar lineups going out there for both sides. We'll see how both sides have adjusted in the second set. Millikin, they started with the lead for most of that first set, and Trinity had to make the comeback. We'll see if Trinity kind of comes out stronger in the second set.
Yeah, Millikin definitely came out swinging early on in set one. Was challenging Trinity's block over and over again, but then once Trinity figured out just a slightly harder press, their block really got going and kind of put the Big Blue on their heels a little bit towards the end of that first set. Still, points went back and forth. It was really anybody's set throughout. And we'll see if the Tigers can start off a little bit better here in set two. Tigers will be serve receiving.
And serving for Millikin is
Alyssa Frederking back to serve for the Big Blue. The junior setter out of Bellevue, Illinois. That's a good start for the Tigers as they get an advantage off of the misfortune of Frederking.
The momentum will continue for the Tigers. It's going to be Watley back to serve. As per usual, a nice low float. It's going to be a nice deep down swing there. Jenna Rodriguez to Lily Long. Fast pace is picked up. Big Blue out of the back row. Touch on the block from McCarthy. A tool, and that'll be the Big Blue's first point.
Now back to serve for the Big Blue. There's another substitution as the rotation rotates. Charlie Condell. So 1-1. Serve from Condell. And to the net. So both times Millikin has served, they've served it into the net. Say, not the best start, but sure they'll get one over.
Not the best start indeed. Maybe some of those preseason or early on season jitters. Jenna Rodriguez with a nice float. Right side swing is kept on the Big Blue side by none other than the freshman Lily Long. Lily Long, again, a freshman on this Tiger squad, starting and really contributing early. 3 kills thus far, a couple blocks that we've seen. It's going to send Jenna Rodriguez back to serve once again.
Pumped up high for Oyer. Big swing off of D. Ravel. Swing from Watley from the back row. A bit of a out-of-system attack by Millikin. Catches the Tigers a bit off guard. Out-of-system attack of their own from Long. Long tries again off the high hands of the blockers. Oyer trying to just push it through. And it's going to be Point Millikin off the hands of the Tigers into the antenna. Bit of an interesting way for that antenna violation to happen. Don't see that every day.
Yeah, tough luck there off the hands of Courtney Pope into the antenna. Tigers looking for a solid serve receive here. Jen Rodriguez executing well. Out of the middle, Stars blocked, but the Tigers recovering. Nice coverage. Down the line, Courtney Pope will score. And that'll push the Tigers' lead. It's going to be Josie Dare and Connolly McWilliams subbing in for this 6-2 rotation. Josie Dare back to serve. Connolly McWilliams on the right side.
Josie Dare serving.
So with Dare back to serve, Tigers find themselves with a 4-2 lead. Looking to maintain a lead here in the second set. Serve from Dare. It's a good one. Rushing over to get a second hit on it. Free ball for the Tigers. Back set to Connolly McWilliams. That's a kill for Connolly McWilliams. All sparked off of a really good serve by Josie Dare.
Yeah, a lot of movement on that last serve by Josie Dare, resulting in that free ball opportunity. And as I mentioned, Tigers are doing a great job of capitalizing on these free ball opportunities. They're definitely keeping the pressure on. Again, a nice serve from Josie Dare. Outside swing is blocked by Taylor Starr and Connolly McWilliams. Has to be maybe the 5th block thus far in the match. just now getting into the start here of set 2. Tigers are up 6-2, and Josie Dare is back to serve once again.
The serve from Dare. Almost two Millikin players colliding with each other. Nicole Johnson, hard swing, puts it back down as it was an overpass. The Tigers handle both of them well. Free ball for the Big Blue. Got a lot of almost collisions here. Oyer swings. Good dig by Josie Dare. Lily Long, it gets the tool kill. And that was a lot of attacks on the Tiger side, but once they got a proper one off, it went down.
Great defense there by Jenna Rodriguez and Josie Dare throughout that rally. And a nice aggressive swing to finish things off. Lily Long just with enough power to push through that block. Tigers with a nice lead here, so much better start than set 1. Josie Dare, that serve just a little bit too long, but a nice run nonetheless behind that service line. Double substitution here for the Big Blue. Breckenridge back to serve.
The serve from Sam Breckenridge. Dare, I think trying to run star, but little offline.
A nice look for the Tigers, just a little bit of a disconnect there. Definitely was a nice pass from Lily Long.
Serve from Breckenridge. Good serve receive from Watley. Big swing, oh my goodness. Would not want to receive that one from Lily Long, but unfortunately one of the Big Blue players had to attempt to. It is 8-4 Tigers.
It's going to be Lily Long sending herself back to serve. It's going to be Watley now on the outside for the Tigers. Freshman definitely contributing in the front row. We'll see if she can contribute here behind the service line. And she will. An ace for Lily Long off of the hands there of Stengel.
Yeah, this has been the biggest first impression from a freshman since Courtney Pope.
Since Courtney Pope, that's exactly what I was going to say. Courtney Pope, a starting right side for this Tiger squad, really was incredible her freshman season. And Lily Long appears to maybe be outshining her a little bit in this opening match. Free ball, a little bit of a miscommunication there, but the Tigers will keep it alive. It's going to be Josie Dare throwing over the free ball. We'll see how the Big Blue use it. They'll dump and they will score, catching Jenna Rodriguez on her heels. Definitely a smart option there. Big Blue still down as the Tigers lead 9-5. Tigers looking to side out so they can be the first to 10.
So Oyer back to serve. Gabriella Ritchie comes up front for the Big Blue to add some firepower. Back set to McWilliams. Kind of goes off the chest. One of the Big Blue players. Free ball for the Tigers. Go to Reagan Watley. She gets the kill. The Tigers are rolling and rolling and rolling. It's kind of a reverse of what we saw at the start of set 1.
With these free ball opportunities, we've seen the Tigers pins often running a 2. And that is just really challenging to defend as a blocker. You're not sure whether you want to block with the quick from the middle or the 2. A service ace from Taylor Starr. I believe that's her second ace of the match. And the Tigers will extend their lead, currently up 11-5.
Serve from Starr. Much better serve receive. Ooh, a little close to the net. Trying to push it down. That will be a point for the Tigers. A little bit of an odd moment where the ball just kind of stayed over the middle of the net. McCarthy got it to tool off of one of the Millikin blockers. Another serve from Starr. Bump set. They make an attack, but it is a bit tame. They are going to Watley. The softer approach works like a charm. Trinity is scoring and scoring and scoring, and it is no surprise that Millikin will call a timeout.
Overall, a much better start here by the Tigers in this second set. Again, they were trailing by maybe 4 or 5 points throughout the first, but came away on top. Definitely with a much better start. As mentioned, Tigers are up 13-5 with this first timeout being called here in the second. Some notables on the Tigers side. You got Watley currently hitting 600, 6 for 10. And then we've mentioned her name quite a few times, but Lily Long, currently 5 for 12, but she has gotten a lot of balls here and is really contributing when it matters. Also had a service ace behind that service line. You got Lauren McCarthy in the middle, currently 5 for 6, and that's awesome to see our middle starting early. Other middle being Taylor Starr, going 2 for 5, hitting 400 currently in the match. Overall, the Tigers are executing where they need to, and we'll see if they can continue to push for even a stronger lead here in the second.
Both sides remain in their huddle. The Tigers will look to break first. Not every day you see that. Usually the Tigers are the fashionably late ones to the court, but this time they are there earlier than Millikin is.
It's going to be Taylor Starr behind the service line out of the timeout. Millikin really needing to get their serve receive together. Hopefully that will push for a better hitting percentage on their end. Passes up. Pretty solid out of the middle, a tip picked up by Watley. Josie Dare will set Connolly McWilliams. Big Blue will try and go down the line, but Tigers will keep it on their side. Picked up by Lily Long. Connolly McWilliams once again, cross court. And that's going to be a little too long. Thought there might have been a touch defensively, but it's going to be Big Blue out of the timeout. And that'll send Ramirez back to serve.
It's desperately needed for Millikin. It's what you want out of the timeout, if we're calling it. You want to score first. Attack from beyond the 3-meter line. Holy moly, that was Lily Long. My goodness. That is like, it is like Logan McKenzie, or Mackenzie Logan type strength out of her arm.
We were definitely going to miss Mackenzie Logan's heat, but Lily Long is really filling those shoes well early on. It's going to be DeRivel back to serve. Big Blue again needing a nice solid pass here in a string of points.
Good turnout for the Trinity crowd. They try not to make this a very welcome home for Millikin. Swing from Ritchie. Bit too strong, breaks through the Tiger defense, but still, they're down by 7. On the court for Millikin is Ellie Richards. And Alyssa Frederick King back to serve. Wow, good serve. Causes Long to go to the floor. Good send over though. A little bit of chaos on both sides. Bumped up high. It's just going to be pushed over by the Tigers. Bump set for Ritchie. Good dig by DeRivel. Oh my goodness. Off of the backboard. Lily Long from downtown nearly gets a 3-pointer, but she'll nab 1 for the Tigers.
Reagan Watley.
It's going to be Reagan Watley back to serve for the Tigers. Lily Long now in the front row on the outside. Nice deep flow, and that is saved. Big Blue are going to keep it alive with a deep free ball here. Watley with the first touch. Courtney Pope on the right side, and she will get that kill.
For the Tigers, Courtney Pope.
Another free ball that the Tigers have capitalized on. It's going to be Watley back to serve for her second attempt.
It was good for Millikin to get that ball back over, but man, the Tigers just pummeling that volleyball right now. Whistle's blown.
It's going to be Millikin in the net. Another Tiger point, now up by 10 here in the second.
And Trinity really showing why they like playing at home right now with that 10-point lead. Big swing, but much too far. The attack from Richards makes it 18-7. Tigers have just gone on scoring run after scoring run.
Definitely have put the pressure on here in the second, really forcing Millikin to either, unfortunately, throw over free balls or make errors, and it is just Tiger point after Tiger point. 1 away from 20 here. It's going to be Watley back to serve once again.
On that one, Millikin, two players just couldn't decide who was going to actually free ball it over, and it ended up with that. Another great serve. Bit of a down ball sent over. Great dig by Watley. Big swing, doesn't fall just yet though. Counterattack from Millikin, dug up. Free ball for the Big Blue. Can they take advantage of it? Quick to the middle. Carruthers gets her attack sent back, but it's still alive. Ravel back set. Courtney Pope gets blocked. Millikin, they're down by a bit, but they need all the momentum they can get right now.
Definitely a nice long rally to come out on top. It's going to be Condo back to serve for the Big Blue. Tigers with quite a bit of a lead here. Nice float, passed up by Jenna Rodriguez. They're going to run a back quick. A tip is blocked. Tigers with Lily Long on the outside going cross court. Outside swing is blocked, and no coverage there by the Big Blue. Tigers now 0.25 away from taking set 2. It's going to be Taylor Starr back on with Jenna Rodriguez back to serve.
Trinity. Jenna Rodriguez. She's always a tough server. You can see why there. Service ace for Rodriguez. Oh man, it is 21-8. At this point, Millikin just looking to get to double digits. Next serve from Rodriguez. It's another tough one, but handled much better. Tip over, picked up by Rodriguez. Back set, waterfall ball, kill for Courtney Pope. 22-8 as the Tigers are almost certainly going to go up 2 sets. Now entering the floor, Eris Vera for the Tigers, number 23, the first-year right side out of San Antonio, Texas. And another ace for Jenna Rodriguez. Holy moly, Jade. This is a serving clinic right now for the Tigers.
Definitely the strong start we are expecting to see from the Tigers. Again, that's going to be Vera, who just subbed in, one of the 6 freshmen. Listed, I believe, as a pin player, but we're going to see her in the middle here. Picked up by Jenna Rodriguez. Lily Long with a nice hard tip down the line, and that'll put the Big Blue in a scramble, so that will be a point for the Tigers. Tigers now at game point here, and Jenna Rodriguez is still back there serving.
Game point. Tigers have looked dominant this set. They've been in the driver's seat pretty much the entire time. Swing from Carruthers gets sent back. Millikin keeps it alive. Down ball sent over. It's bumped up. Lily Long, big swing, and it's down for the kill. Lily Long, the first year, coming out and taking Calgary Gym by storm.
Yeah, great touch there by, again, the freshman Vera out of the middle. Tigers able to put that ball up for Lily Long and capitalizing to finish off. No dilly-dallying by the Tigers there throughout that second set. They came out with a nice, strong lead early on and just kept on pushing all the way to the end there. Looking at the stats, Lily Long now hitting 263 for that hitting percentage. Watley's still great contributor, 0 errors, hitting 500. Courtney Pope on the right side hitting 200. Lauren McCarthy out of the middle hitting 700. Taylor Starr 400. All Tigers pretty much in the positive. And that's where we're seeing the difference. A strong 300 and up hitting percentage for the Tigers, whereas the Big Blue trying to get to that 100 mark. Current set, I believe in that second set, the Big Blue actually hit negative, so that's unfortunate and probably led to them not getting that momentum swing.
Well, head coach for the Tigers, so we haven't introduced her yet. Julie Jenkins, over 40 years at the helm of this program. The Julie Jenkins. If you recognize that name, I think you should, because it's on the court now. Julie Jenkins court. The dedication will be after this match. Have a live stream for it. Big moment. She said she was blown away by this honor. Seth Asbury, shout out to Seth Asbury, doing a great job setting everything up. And really, I think it's just the highest honor you can get is having something named after you, especially something of like this. Like the name's going to be on the court for.
Definitely well-deserved and definitely permanent as it is ingrained there in the court.
And Coach Jenkins, you know, coming into this season, she told me she was confident that the team looked really good in preseason. They beat 2 D2 opponents in the preseason in 4 sets. Said everybody was doing really well and just had nothing but praise for pretty much everyone on the team. And I think it's easy to see why after a performance like that, as dominant as it was, it's crazy. It's crazy to see because last year, the difference between talking to her last year at the start and this year at the start, you really felt a greater confidence coming into here. Not saying that she wasn't confident last year, but it just felt a little different. At least the vibe I got was a little different.
Yeah, this Tiger squad has always been solid. Last year we struggled a little bit early on with serve receive, but has always been a strong offensive and blocking squad. So we just needed to get those players running a little bit better at the start of last season. But man, this opening match thus far, they've really been consistent in the back row. Starting off with Watley, Rodriguez, and the new face, Lily Long in the back row. And so far we've been able to run a really distributed offense, running all pins, right sides back to back. As I already mentioned with the stats, middles have gone going early on. Tigers will start off with a serve here in the third set. It's going to be D. Ravel back to serve. Tigers again looking to kick off this third set with a lead similar to the second. And again, looking to finish things off in 3.
We're underway in set 3. Millikin gets the first shots off. It is 1-0. So Millikin, they need to win all 3 sets. They need to win 3 sets in a row. Good serve. Tigers attack. But it's a bit too strong, so Millikin will take a 2-0 lead.
Another aggressive back row swing, Lily Long. We saw her go a little bit too deep in the first set with that swing, but great to see her staying aggressive. That's going to be a missed serve from the Big Blues. So a quick side out for the Tigers. It's going to be their first point here in set 3. It's going to be Reagan Watley back to serve. Front row is going to be Long McCarthy and Courtney Pope for the Tigers.
Swing from Oyer. This is a much different Millikin squad in this third set starting out. They started the first set with the lead. They're starting this third set with the lead. The question is can they hold it? Now back to serve. New player on the court for Millikin, Isabel Martinelli. Receive by Watley, but a block for the Big Blue. Makes it 4-1 as Millikin coming out strong. Martinelli, another opportunity to serve. That's an overpass by Rodriguez. Swing from Oyer. That was a little strong. So Tigers will get the ball back off of the attacking error.
Yeah, some luck there for the Tigers as the Big Blue unable to capitalize on that overpass. It's going to be Jenna Rodriguez back to serve. Nice deep float, pass up by Oyer. It'll go to that was McBrothers in the middle. Tigers throwing over a down ball. We'll see how the Big Blue use it. Right side swing. Wally with the dig. Outside to Lily Long. Off the block. And the Big Blue are unable to keep that ball in play. Tigers now down by 1. Looking to tie things up. It's going to be Jenna Rodriguez back to serve once again.
Serve from Rodriguez. It's handled much better Swing from Oyer, sent back, but it's kept alive. Good reaction. Oyer just pushes it. That'll be a kill for herself. Millikin maintains their lead. What a really good reaction by Martinelli. That came back at her
Quite
at the speed of light. Just threw her arms up, got it back up.
And a nice adjustment there from Oyer. They're using the block to her advantage with that second swing. Out of the middle, Taylor Starr. Nice dig. Tip is thrown over. Courtney Pope off the block is dug. Big Blue running their middle. Jenna Rodriguez with the dig. Out of the back row, Reagan Watley will score. Tigers going to the back row quite a few times throughout this match. Something we didn't see all too often last season, but great to see a fourth option offensively being thrown into the mix. Tigers still down by 1. It's going to be their double substitution. Josie Dare and Connie McWilliams back on the court with Josie Dare back to serve.
Millikin still holds the lead. Dare will try and serve the Tigers to tie this one up. Set to Oyer. Oyer has been a bit of a safety blanket for the Big Blue. She got the most attention in their match against NYU, led the team in kills. Now she is really starting to come to life here. 8 kills for herself.
Definitely getting a lot of attempts. 21 total thus far offensively. That serve's going to be in the net, so a quick side out for the Tigers, pushing Lily Long back to serve. The Reagan Watley now in the front row.
Serve from the first year. Well, it's long. Moving on, it is 7-3. Millikin up. Now back to serve is Kira Carruthers, who's been conspicuously quiet from behind the service line. The Tigers have been cutting her off maybe a little bit earlier than she wants to. Strong serve. It's kept in the back of the Tigers' court. Back row attack. Just a little too far. So Carruthers, I think for the first time, will get a second serve.
Definitely closer than the last back row attack from Lily Long. A good adjustment. Just needing to dial it in a little bit more. Tigers trailing by 3. Another service error from the Big Blue. Tigers now down by 2. It's going to be Taylor Starr back to serve and McCarthy back on.
The serve goes to Taylor Starr.
See if Taylor Starr can go on another serving run. She's been doing very well behind the service line.
Always fun to see your middles go on strong runs. Watley with the joust at the net. She'll come out on top. And the Tigers are now down by 1 here in the third.
That's not something you generally associate with your middles as being the players that go on your long service runs, but Taylor Starr today, man, she has gone on several. Overhead receive by the Big Blue. Swing from Ritchie. Good dig by Starr. They set up Watley. Puts it in between the libero and Oyer. Tigers tie things up 8-8 thanks to Reagan Watley. It's another serve for Starr. Another overhead receive by Oyer. Wow, a lot of power into that spike, but it's dug up. Reagan Watley again.
Right back at you from Watley there. 2 strong back-to-back swings. It's going to be Taylor Starr still back to serve for the Tigers. Tigers now up by 1. Current score is 9-8. Great dig there by Long in that last rally. Oyer with the pass out of the middle, off the block. Josie Dare throwing it back over. We'll see if the Big Blue use this opportunity. Outside tips picked up. Taylor Starr is going to take the second ball. An error from Connerly McWilliams, so that will tie things up at 9s.
You could kind of see after the bump from Starr that was kind of drifting back over McWilliams' head. She had to make a last-second adjustment. 9-9. serve. Disagreement on whether it's going out or not, but the more defensive-minded Jenna Rodriguez calls it in. Swing from Ritchie. And that'll be point for Millikin. So 10-9, Millikin gets double digits.
Really fast-paced ball there. You saw the line judge call out and then the up ref overrule. Millikin now up by 1, so the Tigers are looking for a quick side out here. Nice service passed up by Long. Right side swing, Conley McWilliams. Free ball opportunity for the Tigers. Let's see how they use it. Josie Dare is going to go to McCarthy out of the middle, pushing that one through the block. And that'll be a side out that the Tigers were looking for. It's going to push their double substitution. DeRavel and Courtney Pope back in. DeRavel back to serve.
About the Tigers losing a couple players. Millikin lost a lot. They have both a varsity and a JV team. Between both of them, 14 graduated. So it's a very...
Pretty much a whole squad getting graduated there.
Yeah, very different team on the floor this year. Big swing from Pope beyond the 3-meter line. It's kept up. What a block! That Tiger block, that's number 8 for them. That wall has been put up and it has not been broken much.
Great timing here for this Tiger squad thus far blocking. We've seen Millikin hitting a lot of balls off the net, so the block needing to be a little bit delayed there. Nice serve is passed up out of the middle. A 2 is going wide. Easy point for the Tigers, who are now up by 2. It's going to be DeRavel back to serve.
One of those positions that Millikin really had a question mark about was who was going to wear that libero jersey. Good serve from DeRavel. First attack. That'll be a kill for Millikin. Number 17, Delaney Higgins, senior from Milan, Michigan. They've kind of been trading spots. They graduated their libero last year along with almost everyone else.
Yeah, I think we've seen 3 liberos thus far throughout the match for Millikin. Pass by Jenna Rodriguez out of the back row. Lily Long getting on top of it. It's going to be an overpass, and Watley's right there at the net waiting for it. Putting that one down. Tigers will extend their lead to 2. And that's going to be Reagan Watley back to serve.
Watley serve. Serve receive. Close to the net. Had to be a one-hand set to get the attack off. Courtney Pope puts it down for the kill. Tigers are being efficient now. They're starting to pull away from the big blue. Millikin really needs to find out how to respond. I'm going to be surprised if the Tigers score again, if they'd call a timeout. They go to the outside. Oyer gets stuffed. Setter sends it over, but picked up easily. Tiger score. 15-11. And timeout Millikin, as they wanted to discuss things because Trinity is starting to run away now.
Yeah, probably a smart timeout point, as we've seen the Tigers really string together some points, and man, do they look confident out there. Pretty much cheering and big smiles after every single point. Smiles even when the point doesn't go their way. They just really look consistent and solid as a squad on the court. Tigers are up by 4. Still some room here, obviously, for Millikin to come back, and they did score out of their last timeout, I believe. So we'll see if they can push points. Obviously, hitting percentage-wise, the Tigers are still coming out on top with 36 to Millikin's 23. A little bit high error on the Big Blues side. And the Tigers are keeping more balls in play. As you see, they have more digs.
Now looking at that scoreboard, that 25-8 in the second set, kind of sticking out like a sore thumb. You know, don't normally do that to a top 25 opponent every day. This Tiger squad, now they have really come out swinging.
Definitely a solid bounce back. If you are just now tuning in, Tigers were pretty much trailing for the most part in set 1, but at the end there, strung together some points and came out on top, and then just truly capitalized in set 2. Watley out of the timeout. It's going to be a serve in the net. So the Big Blue will get a point out of the timeout. We'll see if they can string together some points. Martinelli back there to serve.
Nelly, freshman out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Class of a lot of freshmen for Millikin, as you might imagine. Push to the outside. It'll be point for Millikin as it's tooled off the block out of bounds.
Another great use of the block by Oyer with that last swing. Martinelli back to serve for the Big Blue. Deep serve is out. Quite a handful of missed serves from the Big Blue. Looking to clean that up so they can string together some more points, go on some stronger runs. It's going to be Jenna Rodriguez back to serve for the Tigers. Oyer with the pass. Out of the middle. Carruthers. A nice turn there.
Now Millikin maybe with some momentum. Only trailed by 2. Double substitution for the Big Blue. As Sam Breckenridge heading back to serve, and coming on is Ellie Richards. Breckenridge, freshman setter out of Taylorville, Illinois. Tough serve. A long way for Diravel to go to bump it up, get the attack off. Oyer, off balance attack. Diravel going to long, has to reach up to the sky for it. Good dig by Long. Diravel, back row attack from Reagan Watley. Reagan Watley, that's kill number 12 for her. Hitting over 600. kind of going crazy right now.
Yeah, that back row attack is going to be really fun this season. You had every hitter ready to go in the front row, but they went with that back row option, and it really caught the defense off guard. Josie Dare in this 6-2 rotation is now in. Back there serving, it's going to be Connolly McWilliams back on the right side. Passed up by Martinelli. Another great turn. Carruthers looking for a touch on the block, but no touch seen by the officials. So that's going to be Josie Dare back for her second. Tigers are currently up 18-14.
The water bottles hit the stands on the Tiger side. Their serve is an ace. Just hit the sour spot off the platform. 19-14. Again, another just issues with serve receive for the Big Blue, kind of biting them. Thayer serves it. Better serve receive, just tipped over. Tigers send it back on 1. Going to Oyer. Dig by Jenna Rodriguez. Point for Millikin.
It's going to be Josie Dare really hustling to get that second ball up, but she's going to go under the net, which will be called by that down ref. So the side out that the Big Blue was needing, it's going to be Oyer back to serve. Looking to string together some points here. Watley with the pass. Josie Dare is going to put one right back to her. A little bit too on top of the ball. She's going to swing that one into the net. And that's going to be Oyer back to serve once again.
Serve from Oyer. It's a bump set for Long. Trying the cross court, but it's too sharp into the net. Millikin only trails by 2 once again. Timeout called by head coach Julie Jenkins. Just wanting to talk things over. Tigers not in a bad position, but think for themselves they want to be in a better one.
Yeah.
Just kind of want to run away with the third set.
Julie Jenkins definitely trying to finish this one in 3. Again, not a terrible look on the Tigers side, but 2 errors back to back. Excuse me. You had Watley with that back row swing in the net, and then Lily Long there into the net as well. Tigers definitely in a place where they are still maintaining some pressure on this Big Blue squad. Big Blue struggling a little bit to get anyone offensively going. Saw some solid swings from Carruthers out of the middle. I believe she's still front row in the middle, so hopefully they can get her the ball a couple more times. But unfortunately, serve receive has been challenging for the Big Blue, and it's hard to run your middles if the pass is not there. We'll see if they can continue to string together some points out of the timeout. But time and time again, the Tigers do come out on top when Julie Jenkins calls a timeout, and they'll be first back onto the court.
Millikin out of the Collegiate Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin, the CCIW. They are not reigning conference champions in that conference. They got beat by Illinois Wesleyan in 5 sets last year. Service error, Tigers get the ball back. They reach 21st. The Big Blue made it into the NCAA tournament as a 2 seed in a regional. They went to Holland, Michigan, where Hope hosted. Made it all the way to face the hosts, but could not even muster a set against them. But they come away with the point as the deficit is still only 2 for the Big Blue. They swept Cornell, they swept Dubuque, and then got shown out of the building by Hope. Of course, Hope, one of the kind of blue bloods of Division III volleyball, so there's no shame in that.
Carruthers with the serve. Jenna Rodriguez with a solid pass to Starr in the middle, tooling off the block. It's going to be a quick side out for the Tigers. It's going to be McCarthy back on the court. Taylor Starr back to serve. Taylor Starr, who has had a couple of runs behind the service line thus far in the match. Let's see if she can string together a few this go around. And I might have just jinxed her. That one in the net.
Still a 2-point gap between the Tigers and the Big Blue. Maybe a sigh of relief for Millikin, because usually I think Taylor Starr has gone purely on 4-0 runs, which would have ended the match. Service ace. Millikin only trailing by 1.
Freda King back there. Came in on double substitution. And an ace right out of the gate, catching Lily Long. Another opportunity here. Jen Rodriguez with the pass, going to Watley on the outside, down the line, and she'll score. Nice clean play there from the Tigers. It's going to push their double substitution. Dee Ravel and Courtney Pope back on the court.
And this is a dangerous rotation offensively. Courtney Pope, Reagan Watley, and McCarthy. I mean, you could give it to any of them. And then, of course, you got Long in the back.
Back row, yeah.
No, just in case. But that's going to be an ace. Don't need any of them sometimes if you're just going to get a service ace, Dee Ravel.
Both setters on this Tiger squad really consistent behind the service line. We saw it time and time again, aces from both of them this past season. Another great strong serve. Out of the middle off the block. Tigers are going to go with a dump that's thrown over. McCarthy will put one up for Watley, really tight. And a tool off the block. Tigers are now at game point here in set 3, just needing one more to take the match.
Dee Ravel back there with match point on the line. Millikin needs to play perfect. Tough serve. Long down ball sent over. Great diving save by Jenna Rodriguez. Great diving save by Oyer. Ritchie swings it. I got by Long. McCarthy just punching it over. Ritchie will try again. That one will land in front of Rodriguez, so Millikin will live to see another point at least. But again, they need to score 3 more to push it into extras.
We've seen a lot of missed serves from the Big Blue thus far. Pressure's on Kondo here. Doesn't need to put the pressure on, but definitely needs to be consistent from behind the service line. That one's in. Lily Long with a pass. Ball's going out to Watley, and that will be an error. Kondo will get another opportunity here. Kondo needing to string together 2 more points to at least tie it up at 24.
See what the junior from Arthur, Illinois can do here. Dee Ravel going to Long, blocked by Nickel Johnson, but it's still kept alive. Great reaction from the Tigers. And that'll be it. Cross-court attempt from Delaney Higgins goes out. And the Trinity Tigers start off this year with a top 25 win. They win set 3, 25-22, and sweep the Big Blue out of the building. Man, Jade, after that first set, it seemed like all the momentum had gone in favor of the Tigers.
Yeah, Millikin definitely started off extremely strong in that first set, but once the Tigers got going, they just could not get the momentum back on their side. Unfortunately, pretty high error behind the service line, which was cutting down their opportunities to string together some points. And man, we mentioned it. Freshman Lily Long on that Tiger squad coming out swinging. We were worried a little bit as to who was going to fill the shoes of Mackenzie Logan, but great to see freshman contributing early on. Tigers all smiles after a first season win. We're looking forward to seeing how they compete up against NYU tomorrow morning.
And also, Reagan Watley with 14 kills, hitting 480. I mean, you need someone to give the ball to. I think Reagan Watley might be one of your biggest go-to players on that side. On the other side, Millikin, Addison Oyer, 9 kills, led the team. As a team, Trinity hitting 265, really good. We'll have the dedication for the Julie Jenkins Court in a little bit. It'll be its own separate stream, I'm pretty sure, so I'll wrap up quickly here. Millikin fans, the next match the Big Blue will play will be tomorrow. They'll finish off the Trinity Fall Classic against the University of Wisconsin-Platteville at 1:15 Central Time. Tiger fans, join us tomorrow, 11 a.m. for some early volleyball against New York University, NYU. It'll be a good one, a rematch from last year.
And another ranked team.
Yeah, and another ranked team. It is important to note. Well, for Jade Schoenberger, camera operators, everyone in the control room, and of course our executive producer, Josh Machugemba, making this all possible, running multiple things at once today, here on opening day. I've been Reed Rosales. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for some more volleyball.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the Tiger assistant coach, Maggie Linker.
Good evening, everyone. Like Jake said, my name is Maggie Linker. I'm a current assistant coach here and a former player from 2016 to 2019 seasons. I'm thrilled to welcome you all to the dedication of the Julie Jenkins Court here at Calgar Gymnasium. This is a huge night for Julie and really our entire program. An incredible way to kick off the season, so truly thank you all for being here with us. We greatly appreciate it. If you've had the honor of being in a pregame meeting with Julie over the last few decades, then you know that she loves to start things off with a good sports quote. So I'm here to do just that. John Gordon once said, "A culture of greatness doesn't happen by accident. It happens when a leader expects greatness and each person in the organization builds it, lives it, values it, reinforces it, and fights for it." Julie Jenkins strives for greatness. Not the pursuit, or not perfection, but the pursuit of greatness. That pursuit of greatness infects everyone around her. I saw it a decade ago when going through recruiting, and I see it now today. Julie, the players that make up your 41 teams, the many assistant coaches, the co-workers, the family and friends, have all had a front row seat to someone who is at the very top of their craft and has been for years, and yet still seeks out ways to continuously improve. Someone who never settles, someone who always believes that she has more to give. I believe I speak for so many of your former players and coaches when I say that your commitment to excellence has raised the bar for all of us and challenged us to pursue our own greatness. It is only right that we have a physical reminder of that each and every time our team steps on this floor. Lastly, because Julie is always focused on making even her biggest personal moments about her team and her program, to our alumni, thank you for buying into Coach Jenkins much earlier in her career and building this culture of greatness right alongside her. To our parents, both past and present, thank you for valuing this culture and trusting some of your daughter's most pivotal years to this program. To our players, thank you for living, reinforcing, and fighting for the culture of greatness that Coach Jenkins has set. And to Coach Jenkins, on behalf of all of us who played for you, thank you for building more than just a program. You've built a culture that in turn built us. So congratulations. Naming this court could never fully do your impact justice, but it is quite a step in the right direction. It's now my honor to introduce our next speaker, someone for whom Trinity Volleyball is truly a family affair, another former player and assistant coach, and currently working with IPTE at Clemson University, Allie Lilly.
I'm really happy to be here. I may not get through this whole thing, so as Maggie said, this is a family affair. This speech may turn into a family affair, so you might see my sisters down here have to finish this one for me. But like Maggie, I want to start with a cascade of gratitude to all of you, to all the donors who made this project possible and have supported this volleyball program for so many years. Thank you. To the alumni and my teammates, I see even players that I coached who are here. Thank you for always, always showing up. To our parents and families, thank you for giving us the opportunity to play. And to our board of trustees, to President Beasley, to Bob and the athletic staff, shout out to Seth for this beautiful court. There you are. And to Eric Maloof, I think that the speed that this project came together is a testament to the heart with which you were leading Trinity, and we're truly grateful. To Coach, thank you. This space is not just a court. It is where you led us, taught us, and in some ways even raised us. Many of the most valuable lessons and memories we experienced were right here on this court, and you're a center of them all. It's only right that we give a piece of this place to you. Your legacy is not just in the banners or the trophies. Your legacy is in the literal foundation of this program, and this court is a physical manifestation of that. For the experience you've given to 41 graduating classes of Forever Tigers. That's like 200 of us. And we'll continue to give to future generations of Tigers. You've done one hell of a job, and we are so very proud of you. And to the team, because like Maggie said, this is also about you. I don't remember inspirational quotes in our pregame meetings. However, I do remember a regional championship match, and Julie showed up in ski gear, because she promised us that if we won a national championship, she was going to take us on a ski trip. So I fully expect this group to be on the slopes in this winter. Okay? So let's keep the wins coming. I have the pleasure of introducing Eric Maloof, Vice President for Enrollment Management here at Trinity. He's been on this campus long enough that I forgot he also didn't graduate from here. Eric has been a transformative leader on this campus. His impact has been far greater than in the enrollment space, and we're so grateful for his support of our student athletes. He works very hard for all of our students, but we are inspired by his leadership for the athletic department. So, Eric.
Right crowd. Bob, you better put that ski trip in the budget. First, I want to thank the team tonight. You scared us a little bit in the first set, and I didn't want to do this in front of Julie with a loss. So thank you for doing your job. It was a great performance. Appreciate everyone being here for this incredible occasion. Eric Maloof, I serve as Vice President. Been here for over 20 years, 10 years in this role. I serve as the Direct Report for Athletics, so I've had the pleasure of working with Julie for the last 4 in that capacity. Of course, Bob, here, our Athletic Director and AVP. Julie, I want to thank you for letting us celebrate you tonight. My understanding this was not an easy process, and based on my 4 years of working closely with you, I don't envy the group that convinced you to make this possible. So, I also want to make something else clear. This is not a retirement. This is not a retirement. You're not going anywhere, and I say that to assure everyone here and also for Bob's and my safety. The amazing thing about this recognition, it's incredible seeing this. The amazing thing about this recognition is it didn't come from one office or one individual. It came organically. It came organically from alumni, parents, many of the people here, former and current players, colleagues, and our current staff. Julie, this is a reflection of what you mean to the Trinity community and family. In my time working with you, I've learned several things, and I've witnessed several things. And obviously your incredible intelligence, your relentless drive, your ambition, your student-athlete focused and centered, and that's always behind everything you do and say. You're innovative. She's reinvented herself so many times during your time. I just can't believe how you continue to do that after these years. You're kind, you're a mentor, a role model, not only for these young women, but to the younger staff, and to, frankly, all of us. And I'll say it, and ChatGPT didn't put this in here, but maybe I can you're a little bit stubborn, and but in the best possible way. And what I've learned in the 4 years working with you, and they're getting this, so the team gets it, because what I've learned is that the stubbornness in reality is determination. Determination to do the right thing by your student athletes and by Trinity every single time. Now, we know what everybody in here thinks of you, and some of my colleagues from Northrop Paul are here, and I'm going to share a few things that I've heard recently, not from them, but other colleagues in Northrop, other VPs. And when they heard, not only long-standing people that have been here in the administration, but people that have not met you, but have worked with you sort of online and through compliance. And one person recently said, when I announced to them in a group that we were doing this, said, Julie Jenkins is getting her own court? Damn, I love her. She gets things done. And that's Julie. Another long-standing member remarked, Julie's a legend. I feel like I learn something every time I'm around her, and I agree. You are the finest exemplar, Julie, that Trinity has to offer. You embody the very best of us, and it has been a privilege to work with you, collaborate with you, and watch you coach and mentor. So I'm going to share a quick story, and then we're going to conclude. And that story, I've shared this with her, but I don't know if she'll remember. A few years ago, it was actually 2022, I was sitting here with Bob and Seth, and I didn't even share this with them until maybe a few minutes ago. I actually saw you after a win. Actually, tonight was the second most relieved I think I've seen you after a win. But she actually leapt out of her chair in a giddiness. She leapt off the ground after a win, and her smile was ear to ear. And I've never seen that out of you. And in fact, I mean, she's business as usual. Like, we're moving on to the next thing. And some of you, maybe a few of you were here, 2022 regular season. That was against Juniata in the regular season right here. And I'll never forget it. But, you know, here's the brilliance of Julie. She knew something the rest of us didn't. Junion hasn't lost since. Not since that match. They haven't, am I right about that? I hope I'm right. So we're not going to talk about the evil empire today. But you knew, and before most of us did, and that's Julie. Always one step ahead, always seeing the bigger picture. So on behalf of the entire Trinity community, thank you, Julie, for sharing yourself with this family for more than 40 years. Thank you for the lives you've touched, the memories you've created for student athletes, our parents, our fans, friendships you've built, and the life lessons you've taught all of us. Lessons will endure far longer than any win or any championship you've won. This is your true legacy, and now it will be remembered forever. Recognize Terry really quickly. Where's Terry? Okay. Sorry, Terry. Terry, thank you for sharing Julie with us all these years. A supportive partner makes all the difference. Coaching is a demanding profession. The recruiting, the travel, the relentless pursuit of excellence while guiding young people towards their full potential. None of it is possible without a solid, strong foundation at home. And we are grateful for you. Thank you. So, one final surprise, Julie. It is my honor to present you with this commemorative frame and plaque, along with a piece of the old court floor, a lasting symbol of your extraordinary impact on this campus and this arena. Thank you.
You've been here a long time, so I hope I don't keep you too much longer. When this was first brought up to me, it was one of our alumni that mentioned this to me. I think I quickly changed the subject. And then it was brought up again, I said, I can't talk about that. And then Bob asked me, he said, look, we really want to do this. Your parents really want this, your alumni really want this, and we want this. And really what it needs to say on there is, thank you, Trinity, from me. Because it's been the most wonderful journey you could ever ask for. But first off, I want to start off with our team. I mean, this was a lot of pressure to win this match. We sure didn't talk about that. So let's keep it because Terry made it very clear to me that if we did not win our first match on this brand new court, she said, we will be rubbing your name right off. So this is an honor that I can't even put into words what this means. I certainly never thought about anything like this happening here at Trinity. So I do want to take a few moments to fully express my gratitude. And there are so many people to thank, and I want to be sure to do it. First off, like Allie said, this gym, this floor is amazing. And Seth, where are you, Seth? Seth Asbury, you want to speak out, Seth? my name being on the floor. This is the prettiest gym floor I think I've ever seen. I couldn't, it's incredible. So thank you, Seth, for all your work. As you guys know, this is CalGuard Gym. President CalGuard is no longer with us, but Jeannie CalGuard very much so is. There she is. Along with Barry Potter, who's one of our dear friends as well. But this gym was named for our former Trinity president, Ron CalGuard. I'm not going to tell you how many years ago this was, but he hired me. And he truly, Jeannie, is the one that got the ball rolling for Trinity athletics and helped raise the level of our programs to the national standing that we are today. There is no question he has such a big role in that, and I appreciate that. So to receive this recognition, already it's special to begin with, but for it to be in his gym makes this honor that much more special to me. So I want to tell you what it means when I walk in here and I see my name on that court. I'm like, whoa. I guess I better bring my A game tonight. And I say that every day when I see it. I mean, there's no messing around. You better hold the standard. I've always believed this, and I learned it at a very young age, that if you want to be successful, you've got to surround yourself with the absolute best. And I'm so lucky to have this here at Trinity because there are so many people that play a role in the success of this Trinity volleyball program. So first and foremost, I want to talk about our players, and I want to talk about our alumni. Will our alumni please stand up? Volleyball alumni, come on. How happy it is looking around like, oh my God. You know, and the parents too. We've got a lot of former parents that have come to this tonight, and it means so much to me. But when I think of all the players who've come through this program and the impact that you've made on me and the impact that you've made on this program, it's with absolute tremendous pride. My pride in you and my gratitude. Obviously, I am very competitive. I want to win. I'm proud of our success, but I'm equally proud of the careers that you guys have gone on to do, the families that you now have, the great mothers that you now are. It means we did, I hope, something right as far as, you know, planning the future, helping you with your future. And, you know, when you pick a profession, I wasn't planning on coaching. You know, you think, I think I would enjoy this. I think this might be my thing. I can't tell you the enjoyment that I've had over the years. This is why I do this. It's not for the wins, it's for you guys. And I can't tell you, you know, how proud I am for the amazing young women that you've become. We would not have near this success if I had not surrounded myself with unbelievable assistant coaches over my years. And I see some of them standing up there, sitting up there in the stands. And what we have with our current coaching staff is incredible. I think we've got the best coaching staff we've ever had. Brad is in his 16th season with me, and we had the lottery, Brad, when we got you to come on to our program. And he knows he can't go anywhere. He has to keep coaching. And he and his family, it's a big commitment for his family. He's got 2 young ones. Now Allison is all in. We appreciate the time that you put into this program and the impact that you've had on this program, Brad. We wouldn't be doing what we have been doing without you. I mean, how awesome is it that I've got 2 assistant coaches on our staff former players, and what you bring to this program. Maggie has been with me almost 10 years now as a player and a coach. That's and every coach has something special and something different that they add to our program. And Maggie, you are so indeed very special. Whether it's coaching our players, whether it's grooming them to be future leaders, what you give to this program day in, day out, your work ethic, it blows me away, and I'm so grateful for the commitment you make to Trinity Volleyball. And then standing right next to Maggie is Marissa Amarino. And Marissa, this is her second year that she's helped us out, and Marissa, along with Brett and Nadia, are the only players here at Trinity that have led their team to 4 consecutive final appearances. So how can we not be excited to have somebody like Marissa on our coaching staff? So thank you, Marissa, for finding a way to squeeze this in, because I know that you've got a full-time job, as does Brett. So what a staff. So you guys, thank you so much. Now I want to talk just briefly about our administrators. So I can't tell you how fortunate I am to be at a university where athletics is valued, where athletics is supported, and it's not always the case everywhere. And it starts with our presidents, and it started with President Calgard and the commitment he made to athletics, and it continues today with President Vanessa Beasley. I think she may have been here earlier at the social. And for the support that she gives us, the support that our Vice President for Enrollment, Eric Malouf, he is so competitive. You want to know the most competitive person in the room? It's Eric. And Bob, I'm going to try to say this without crying. He and I have been together for over 30 years, 33 years together, and a lot of wonderful memories. And let me tell you, you think we have a good culture on our volleyball team. We have an amazing culture within this athletic department, and it's because of Bob and his drive to be the best, his drive to make this a place where everybody wants to come to work every week, and they don't want to leave, and obviously they haven't gotten rid of me, but you know, he sets the standard for our entire department, and his drive and support, I can't thank him enough for being there for me and being there for our team and looking out for our best interests, so thank you, Bob. I will tell you, the unsung heroes are all of our support staff. They are so good at what they do. They take so much pride in what they do. And it adds to our student-athlete experience. They play a role in the success too. And I think they know how much I respect them, each and every one of these people. I think they know how much I value what they bring every day to work. And this starts off with Stacy Lindeman. She's our senior administrator. Stacy is the one that really runs the show here in athletics. We've already mentioned Seth. Seth, you know, we have these tournaments. Our teams are treated like they're going to the NCAAs, and he takes pride in making sure that our visitors want to come back, and that we're allowed to have this caliber of play at our tournaments, and he takes care of our players every day, so thank you. Daniel Martinez is our strength coach. We've held on to him, thank goodness, over these years. He and I have been together probably close to 20 years now. He is a big part of our success. Quinn, where are you, Quinn? Quinn, let's give Quinn a round of applause. He's like, no, Julie, I can't order that so late in the game, but he always does it anyway, so we really appreciate it. It's a lot of hard work, and he takes care of all 18 of our sports, and he and Matt have really done a terrific job. Mark, I don't know if you're in here. Ashley, I know you're in here. Martinez, where are you, Ashley? Mark Powell and Ashley have been such a big part of this program. We call her Dr. Ashley. So she knows how to keep our players healthy, and we couldn't operate without you, Ashley. We're going to try to do that on a few of these road trips where you're not going. Justin, you're not, I don't know how many years you've been together now. Maybe Justin's a graduate of Trinity, an alumni, and our sports information staff with James Hill and I've been together for many, many years, and especially that you were here tonight announcing. We've got Peyton and Garrett. They put together that unbelievable highlight video, but they take so much pride in what they do, and we're so lucky to have a sports information staff with your commitment. I also want to thank Josh. Our Tiger network is a better broadcast than most Division I's. It's amazing. Jade Schoenberger is one of our commentaries, along with Reed Rosales, and they've made a huge commitment to us, and I owe them thanks as well. I know I'm leaving probably some people out. You know, Sylvia Finch and Lisa Seaver, they all play a role, and we appreciate it so much. Last couple things. I know so many of you as alumni and parents pushed for this. And Bob and Eric supported this and got excited about this. And, you know, again, what you've done to make this a reality, I can't thank you enough. And it's so special. And to know that it was coming from some alumni and parents, and I know our players are very excited as well. I cannot wrap this up without saying a big, huge thank you to Krista Scannell. And, you know, we had a lot of money to raise for this. Krista is our director of major gifts, and she's also a Trinity alum. Her dad was one of my most favorite colleagues that I got the pleasure to work with here in this gym, and you know, we couldn't have done this without you, Krista. For 10 months, Krista has been working on this, and so has Maggie. Maggie has worked tirelessly alongside of Krista to put all this together, and I appreciate you both so much for taking the time. And then, last but not least, I want to thank my family and friends for coming. And for supporting me all these years and being at so many of the matches. So in particular, thank you, Terry, for your support. My sister Barbara and my brother-in-law Bob flew in here from Scottsdale. It means a lot to me that you're here. My brother-in-law, Gary, and our great nephew, Jack, thank you for being here. It means a lot. I hope you realize how special this is and how much I truly appreciate it. But I think the most wonderful thing that's happened tonight is all of you guys showing up for this. You guys know I love you so much, our alumni, our parents. It just makes the whole journey that much more fun. All the laughs that we've had together. I'm looking at you guys and memories are like flooding, you know, oh my gosh, and this and that. And, you know, you come, I get to meet your kids, bring them to matches. It's just a pure joy, and I'm the one that's lucky. I'm the one that should be writing on here, like I said, thank you, Trinity. Thank you, guys.
the alumni want to come down the stairs, and we need the Hazelwood family and the Kerns. Ron, if you're coming, we're going to take some pictures. Do we have all the alumni? Alumni, hustle up. Do we have all the alumni? I think we do. All right. Let's get this shot.